thought if I turn my microphone on. Welcome to Indie in the Evenings. My name is John.
My name is Lawrence.
And we are back for another show. Apologies for missing last week's. We were both very ill. Very, very ill.
Our whole friend circle were just completely dead. Like, I just remember feeling awful.
Yeah, so that's fun.
Most ill I've been at university for sure, I think, for me anyway.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. So yeah.
Luckily those days are behind us, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say so. For some reason, Lawrence, your microphone isn't picking anything up, so that's fun.
That's awkward.
So do you want to try just bringing that blue one over?
Yes, I shall. At the word I didn't speak.
So yeah, a few technical difficulties
Is this
here.
working?
Try again.
Is this working?
It is. Yes, we've got readings now. That's good.
That
So
makes it awkward for the camera, though, John.
yeah. Oh, speaking of which, we are filming our shows now. Once we figure out what on earth is going on with Lawrence's microphone.
If you happen to watch this show on YouTube, you're going to be, at least for the first part of this segment, you're going to be seeing the microphone instead of my glorious, sexy face. So
Just
apologies to all those ladies out there. So what have we got on today, John?
Well, we're going to have our usual features. So we're going to have University Challenged, which hopefully I might win. We never know.
We'll do it later.
We are also going to do Urban Dictionary as per usual.
And we've got a new feature. John.
We are introducing a new feature, yes. So during the first couple of songs that we play, we are gonna not tweet. We're gonna post a yak on Yik Yak, which is, if you don't know what that is,
for the older listeners.
It's a social media website where you anonymously, can't say that word.
Yeah.
Just post messages and stuff, and you can upvote or downvote them. If it gets 5 downvotes, it gets removed. So we are gonna post 2 yaks. 1 each.
Yeah. So by the end of the show, or basically after the cheesy songs, we're gonna see who won. I say, shall we look at the results at 1:45 at the end of our show?
Yeah, we'll do it. So 11:15, we will check who has got the most upvotes,
and then we'll reveal what we actually yacked.
Yeah, we'll reveal the winner. So that'll be fun.
All right. Have you got an idea of what you're yakking about?
Yeah, I think I do. Mine's gonna be on a certain subject that will affect most students actually.
Yeah. I think mine's going to relate to a lot of people as well, so
Fair
it
enough.
should be interesting. Oh yeah, another rule for those who are familiar with Yik Yak, which is most students with smartphones anyway, there's going to be a rule where we can't regurgitate yaks, because that's what a lot of people do on Yik Yak. They kind of fish for upvotes by just doing something that everybody's talking about, like, oh god, I'm so stressed, or
reposting the same old shit. We're not having any of that.
It's got to be at least original to the point where it can be understandable that you hadn't seen it before or something like that. So so that's another competition me and John are going to have this semester. So I hope you enjoy. Yep.
So we will, as we said, we will be announcing the winner of that at 11:15. So we're going to kick this show off with some music. We are going to play Snap Out of It by the Arctic Monkeys. Also going to play Swords and Cannonballs by New City Kings, and Opposite by Biffy Clyro. Ugh, God.
Anyway, here's music. Let's get the yaks on.
Yep, so let's do it. And welcome back, everybody. That was Opposites by Biffy Clyro. We also had Snap Out of It by the Arctic Monkeys and Swords and Cannonballs by New City Kings. Welcome back to Indie in the Evenings.
Yeah.
Hopefully the microphones work now.
Yeah,
Are we
I
good,
hope
Lawrence?
so. Yeah.
Yeah, sounding good.
A solo show for you. We've had some slight difficulties beyond the microphones, as John, after his calamity last 2 weeks ago when he broke his phone.
Nightmare.
John's got a new Samsung. He's moved on to the way of the Android, and I praise him for that.
Yep, I actually like it a lot better than iPhone.
Yeah, I actually agree. I do generally think it's a lot better. And you didn't know your own phone number?
No, I've got a new phone number, so I have no idea what it is. So trying to send that yak was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, have you done it now?
Yep, it's done.
Okay,
it's
cool.
up there.
It's up there, so now the competition does begin. I've been given a bit of a 5-minute head start. So if it gets 1 yak in between us, I feel like we'll count it as a draw.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's happened in the last week, John? It's been a busy week for both.
So we had Valentine's Day on Sunday.
Yeah. What did you do?
Well, I stayed in bed for most of it.
Yeah.
And then
I'm sure you did.
me and my girlfriend went for cocktails, and then we saw Deadpool.
And how did you find Deadpool?
It was awesome. Yeah, really good movie. She doesn't actually remember most of it because she was quite drunk, which is quite funny. But yeah, good movie. Starring what's his name? Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. So yeah, it was good. Very funny. Not like your normal Marvel movie, which is good. They decided to change it up. Go down the more comedy route, I think, for this one. But it was good. Yeah, definitely worth a watch.
Good. Fair enough.
And yourself, what did you get up to?
Well, me, Manisha, Alex, and Chris went to Laser Quest.
Oh yeah,
which isn't your normal Valentine's Day kind of outing. Because basically, I think Manisha and I were the worst at swearing at the little kids who kept shooting us.
Were there children there?
Oh yeah, well, not really young. They weren't like under 10, but
around
the age of 10.
Have you mentally scarred some children, Lawrence? Is this what's happened?
No, before anybody infers anything from that, I did not do anything really bad.
It is dark in there.
Like, I may have called them like, you little bastard, and stuff like that when they shot.
Jesus.
Because they were really small, right?
Right.
And they could like,
as children are.
They were nimble. And far more physically fit and able to avoid my awful aim. And actually, to be fair, when was the last time you went to Laser Quest?
Quite a while ago.
Yeah.
I've just noticed
we should go.
I've just noticed that my exam result, not exam result, I'm reading something off the screen. The camera is quite wonky, so I'm just gonna go fix that.
Fair enough. I'll try and film. Yeah. So Laser Quest, I recommend to anyone in the local area. It's really fun, quite cheap, £5 a game. I wasn't very good. Like I had 8% shooting accuracy, which is pretty appalling. And I think Alex, Chris, Manisha and I were completely overrun by all of them. And to be honest, the other adults were the most competitive and cheated the most. Like, you're not supposed to like kneel down or lie on the ground, but they were like doing any means possible to try and win. So other than me swearing, I played by the rules.
That's fair enough.
So I'm proud of that part.
Yeah,
anyway.
Not too bad.
And after that, I went to try to find the best place in Stoke, which is still it's the best place in Stoke. It's not exactly.
It's not going to be like not quite Michelin star though.
But yeah, we went for a really nice meal in Trenton Gardens, which is quite a nice area.
Very fancy.
Yeah, and it was a really nice, quaint meal. It was a bit awkward in terms of they hired too many staff for the night.
Right.
We were positioned literally about 2 meters away from the waiting staff who were just by the bar waiting on people.
Okay.
And so you could kind of like overhear them talking about all the couples that were there, and I was like acutely aware of like their like conversations, and so that was a bit unnerving. But after a few champagnes and wines,
it saw you through.
Yeah, it saw me through.
Yeah, Revs are doing free cocktails, which was good.
Were they?
Yeah. You got 1 free cocktail. It was like an email promotion they'd sent out, and Crockett's the only one with a one of my flatmates. He's signed up to the mailing list, so we just like printed a load of vouchers off the thing.
Wow.
And just got free cocktails, so that was good. Free Long Island iced tea.
How much did you abuse these free cocktails?
Just the one. We only had the time for the one. We actually turned up like 10 minutes late to the movie. It already started by the time.
And it started.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even a previews.
No. We missed all the adverts and stuff. But
are you aware of what happened in the first 10 minutes?
Yeah, it was basically just setting up like the first big action sequence, which they kind of went over like several times. Like the beginning of the movie is quite weird. Like it keeps like it sort of starts, then jumps forwards in time, backwards in time, forwards, like and returns to this focal point.
This seems like a very common storyline structure nowadays for films.
Yeah,
like, it's very non-linear, and I think. I can't think of the last film I watched where time was completely
straightforward.
Yeah.
No, but Deadpool, very good movie though. Definitely would recommend going to see it. So that was our Valentine's Day. Yeah. Very cute.
What else happened in the last week? I went to see in Manchester on Thursday with Alex and Jack, your 2 housemates. I went to see my favourite band at the moment anyway, Tame Impala, who I've played and will be playing later on.
Nice.
Supported by Jaguar Bar, who were...
Yeah.
I liked them, but I wasn't expecting a lot. I wasn't that bothered about seeing them, but they impressed me. Like they they did remixes of their songs, which
Oh,
was
nice.
quite odd, and they were very down Alex Whitworth's street in terms of quite, I don't know, how, electronically orientated.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Fair enough.
it was a really good show. The lights mesmerised me, and there were a lot of people having a very, very jolly old time.
I'm sure there were a lot of people enjoying themselves
Yeah.
very, very much.
Perhaps not legally, but they were doing it very, very fancy free. And Tame Impala absolutely bossed it. You've seen them live.
Yeah, I saw them at Lollapalooza in Chicago over the summer, and they were amazing.
Yeah.
Similar
So-
kind of light show.
Yeah, I think it's probably the same light show, just probably you during the day, wasn't it? Like
Yeah, it was in the day, outside as well.
Yeah, so it probably doesn't have the same effect, but the light show. Did he do? There was this moment like between like a song change where the band left,
Yeah.
and Kevin Parker, who's the lead singer, had his guitar hooked up to the lights. Did you
Right.
do that?
I didn't do that at Lolla.
Right.
No.
Well, every note he played, it
Yeah.
would like cause reverberations on the lighting
That's
and the
pretty
back
sick.
thing. So he was just like making a light show, playing just some like solo guitar thing, and I was just like, that's really, I would just like that to just chill in my room.
Very, very talented musician.
Yeah. So if anybody is ever gonna want to go see a great band for a decent price, go
Yep.
see Tame Impala.
Sounds good.
They'll definitely give you a good night. Anyway,
They'll treat you well.
and you're going to a gig next week.
This Friday.
This Friday.
This Friday.
This Friday.
Yeah, we're gonna go see Foals in Birmingham, supported by Everything.
Yeah.
Which we played some of them last week.
I would be going.
Awesome band. Very
I
nice
think I
band.
would be going if I didn't have other arrangements in Birmingham. I am
Yeah.
in Birmingham at the time.
Are you going
but-
to Manisha's?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would really want to see everything. I've seen Foals before. So
Yeah, I saw them both at Reading this year actually. Foals did a secret set.
Did
And
they?
they just kind of turned up, and everything would build to play. But they're both really, really good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see them on Friday. So
I think we'll play all the music that we've seen or haven't seen in the two performances.
yep, sounds good to me.
Right.
So we are going to go back into the music. We are going to play Why Won't They Talk to Me by Tame Impala and Come Save Me by Jaguar Ma, and the Foals and an Everything song, of which I haven't actually chosen yet, but
They'll be bangers.
we'll come up. Yeah, of course. So this is Come Save Me by Jaguar Ma kicking that off. And that was we had a bit of Come Save Me by Jaguar Ma. We had Why Won't They Talk to Me by Tame Impala, My Number by Foals, and Distant Past by Everything, rounding off our little gig related song
Yeah.
pit thing.
All good, massive tunes. Anyway, we're going to do our universally challenged
Yep.
segment now, which is basically a mixture of Mastermind and University Challenge, where me and John are pitted against each other for brain supremacy. But that basically is...
It's looking good for me so
Yeah.
far, judging by that performance. from yesterday there.
really...
Yeah, so basically we'll have 3 questions on general knowledge, which is our degrees, and music. So mine's history and geography, Lawrence is
History and crime.
history and crime, plus a music question, because obviously we both do the radio, so it would be good if we kind of knew something about music, and we're
Specialist subjects.
specialist subject.
Yours is, John?
Mine is
Yours is Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. That was it.
Yeah. And mine is Oscar winning, or like the Oscars and like films within the Oscars.
Yep.
So it's quite a broad one, so I may have,
Yeah. Well, you chose.
I chose it, so.
Yeah, you chose it. So you chose obviously films that won, or Best Picture award,
Yeah,
wasn't it? That
basically.
we narrowed it down to that
Yeah, a
bit
little
rather than
bit.
just the Oscars in general.
Right, do you want to go, wait, so what, is it 1-0? How many times have we played this year?
One, because
One.
we only had one show so far this semester.
Jesus.
So,
Okay,
yeah, Lawrence is currently winning with 1-0.
so it's all to play for still with a number of weeks left.
Very much so.
Do you want to go first then?
Sure.
Alright, so your history question.
Go for
Are
it.
you familiar with Henry I?
I have heard of him, yes.
Okay. I'm going to give you this because it's a fairly outstanding number.
Okay.
To the nearest 4.
4. Okay.
Yep.
Nearest 4.
How many children did Henry I have?
How many children did Henry I have? To the nearest 4. That's
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah, well, I could do 5.
Um,
5.
Okay. 15?
No.
No.
He had 29 children.
29?
5 of them legitimate.
5
claims to the throne.
5 were legitimate. And
Yeah,
20.
and-
What a lad.
Yeah, and 24 were just from other maidens.
Use protection, kids.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they.
Obviously didn't have it
I don't know
when Henry I was
yeah,
about, but 29 kids.
Yeah.
Is that it? Jesus, that is a lot.
Did you know what they used to use as contraception back in like
Do
17th century?
I want to know what they...
Sheep intestines.
Sheep intestine. Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, and you will be unsurprised to know it wasn't very effective. Anyway.
and you thought Durex was bad.
Anyway, geography now.
Let's do it.
Which country hold the top 3 cities to have the highest, highest population density? Which country holds the top 3 cities?
Which country holds the top 3 cities
for population density?
For population density. Yeah. Well, I want to say like my brain springs to Japan because obviously you've got Tokyo. But I'm not sure that's right because that's probably too obvious. I don't know. I'm gonna go for Japan just to throw it out there. I don't think it's right.
I appreciate that you went for it, but you are incorrect. I'm
incorrect.
The Philippines.
The Philippines.
Yeah, they have they also hold the highest population density in the world.
I didn't know that.
For a country of a certain size, because I think Vatican technically has one of the highest population densities if you include that, but I don't.
Right. Yeah, I suppose so.
Music now.
Let's do it.
Grammys.
Yeah.
Familiar with the results from yesterday or the day before? Yesterday?
Not really.
Okay.
No, I didn't really pay attention.
Just pull your mind back to one of the most popular songs. Like, I hate this song. So
Okay.
That might help.
That
you.
narrows it down.
And it is played a hell of a lot in the SU.
Okay.
What record, so not song, but it's mainly the same. So it includes production. So think about a really big, famous producer, someone who's actually quite good. What song won Record of the Year at last night's Grammys?
So was this song produced by that person or sung by it?
It was produced by this person, but they also had a famous singer.
Okay.
So just think of a famous big.
Do I have to guess the song or
the song?
The artist.
The song.
I'm gonna go maybe something by Justin Bieber. No, it's not that then.
No,
I don't know that.
It is.
I have no idea.
Mark Ronson.
Oh fuck.
With Uptown Funk.
Oh shit! I read that fucking news story earlier. God damn it.
Uptown Funk, which very well produced song. I fucking hate the song. Otherwise.
Fair enough.
Bloody annoying.
So
0 out of 3. Those are quite hard, to be fair.
That was pretty poor by me.
Yeah, I may have been a bit tough on you on those questions. So we'll do my general knowledge and then we'll play some music.
Yeah, let's do it. So for my history one, bit of a strange question.
Okay.
I'll give you So I'm going to give you a century for this. I'll not actually to answer it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So my history question: what is the oldest pub in England? Like, when was the oldest pub in England built? So you can guess any, as long as it's within the century.
Okay.
Then that's.
I'm gonna say the 13th century.
13th century.
Yeah.
Okay. So 12th century.
Okay.
It's actually up for debate because there isn't actually any like documentation dating it back to this date, but they claim anyway.
Okay.
The pub itself is called the Ye Olde Trip to Jerusalem.
And where is this place?
I don't actually know where it is.
Okay.
Not Jerusalem, but it's in England somewhere.
Okay. I'll have a look.
Do you want to have a quick Google? But yeah, it was built in 1189.
1189.
Yeah. So that's a very old pub.
It is in Nottingham.
Nottingham.
Yeah. Ancient pub built into stone caves with a charming wonky interior, resident ghosts.
Cute.
Plus food.
No. Plus food. That's always good.
The ghosts go ahead of the food. It doesn't look that old.
Yeah, that's.
I guess it's probably.
I imagine it's been renovated since then. Otherwise, it would probably.
The earliest record of the pub in 1751.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I was actually reading that earlier, but fuck it, who cares?
pub claims to have been established in 1189. Fair enough.
So there you go.
Okay.
So that's your history question. Your crime question. To the nearest 5 tons. What is the biggest amount of marijuanas?
How many marijuanas?
How many marijuanas were confiscated in the biggest drugs bust in the US? To the nearest 5 tons.
I'm gonna say, and I'm just gonna go for, because you say 5 tons. I'm gonna say 35 tons.
You are wrong.
Ah.
Not quite that high. It's 17.6 tons of marijuana.
I would quite like to know where those marijuanas are.
Probably burned, I imagine, by the police officers that stole them.
Travesty.
But no, it was being smuggled from Mexico, funnily enough,
Really?
to California.
You can grow weed
Exactly.
there.
This was prior to
Okay.
it being legalized. Yeah, 17.6 tons of marijuana was confiscated by the US
That's a lot of marijuana.
Drug Enforcement Agency.
Okay.
It's a lot.
So in the music question, it's not a good start.
Music question. So we're both 0-0 at the moment. To the nearest 15 minutes. What is the longest song ever written?
So
And
is this?
performed.
I'm guessing it's probably a classical music song.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's ridiculously nearest 15 minutes.
To the nearest 15 minutes. So that's already pretty fucking long for a song, considering it's
I'm
normally
gonna
about
say
4 minutes.
it is an hour and 5 minutes.
I'm afraid you're incorrect. It is an hour and 59 minutes and 54 seconds long.
I think because it's
Nearly 2 hours.
well, our show is 2 hours, John. Just saying, we should
should
play
probably-
that song when we're feeling really lazy one day.
Just
and
no
just
prep.
play it.
Just
We're
play
like,
that song for the whole
My
thing.
name's John. My name's Lawrence. Here's a song. Bye.
Just play that for an hour. Yeah, it's sung by the PC3.
Sung?
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be an instrumental.
it's called To Our Yes. I don't understand. That's grammar doesn't work there, but it's PC3 label pipe choir USA apparently.
Right.
It's an hour and 59 minutes and 54 seconds long. That's very, very long.
He's singing for 2 hours.
Yeah, I imagine maybe they switched the singers out or
Yeah,
something.
probably.
But yeah, it holds the Guinness World Record for the longest song ever.
Interesting fact, I think a band that performed last year at Kiel, the Hoosiers, hold
Yep.
the record for the longest single song performance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and something like 52 minutes the
Jeez.
song went on for.
That's
Yeah,
long.
I'll have to verify that.
They're stretching out their material because they haven't
Yeah.
really done anything recently.
I remember them performing, they were like...
They're actually pretty good.
Yeah,
at
they
the
were
ESU.
good actually, they were really fun. And I got a picture with them. They were
Yeah, they came out into the crowd afterwards.
Yeah, and they hung around, which is quite rare for acts.
Yeah. Unlike
I just remember them going like in between one of the few songs that people know, and they were like, we got like music coming out and it's actually like really good. So you should,
Please, can you listen to it?
and buy it?
Well,
No,
you know,
I shouldn't be mean to them. They were really quite nice people.
you've
but,
got to try.
Yeah, fair enough.
Who's yours?
Why you're there.
Decent band.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we play some music?
Yes, I'm gonna play. What am I gonna play? I'm gonna play "Torn Apart" by Bastille. We are also gonna play "Machu Picchu" by The Strokes. And is there anything you want to play, Lawrence?
Can we play the? What songs did I put on there, John?
Can you not access the?
No, I
Access
can't
the
access
system.
this streaming system we
Okay.
use.
Right.
I think I put some Summer Heart on there. My Forever Smile.
Yep, for My Forever
We'll put that
Smile.
on.
We'll play that. And we're also going to play a new song, well, not a reasonably new song, Mercy by Muse from their latest album, Drones, which
Won an award.
won a Grammy, actually,
Yeah, what
for,
was
I
the
think it was
Grammy?
Best Rock Album,
Fair enough.
which is actually pretty good.
Tame Impala missed out on their Best Alternative Album award. They lost to Alabama Shakes, who I like as well.
Fair
so,
enough.
Just, it was good for them to be nominated, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. So we are going to kick that off with Machu Picchu by The Strokes. You are listening to Indie in the Evenings. Here we go. And that was Machu Picchu by The Strokes. We also had Torn Apart by Bastille. We also had My Forever Smile by Summer Heart. And finally, Mercy by Muse from their latest album, Drones, which won Best rock album at the Grammys yesterday.
Congratulations, sir.
Very well deserved.
Pizza's arrived.
Pizza has arrived. What did you get, Lawrence?
I got the Meteor. And
Nice.
I've done my act on them.
You've had your way with the
I've had half a pizza in about a song, and I've put a whole big dip on it, and
Nice.
it's very garlicky and delicious. What pizza did you get?
I went for Hawaiian. Bit of. Well, everybody knows what's on a Hawaiian pizza. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
Big fan of
they've
having
made it well today. Congrats.
Well done to Domino's.
My
Please
old
sponsor us.
employers.
Your old employees, yeah.
Right, so we haven't gone off to the best start in our university challenge.
Not the best. So if you missed it, we're both at 0-0
After the first round.
after general knowledge. Our general knowledge is pretty shocking by the sounds of it.
So we're moving on to our specialist subject, which specialist is a very loose term now, because maybe the first few weeks we did it, it was like, yeah, we did do quite know a lot about them.
Yeah.
Now it's getting to the point where like, oh god, what?
So
How
it's just like, fuck it, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So you initially wanted to do Star Wars, but it turned out I think you did Star Wars the last time we did it.
Yeah.
So our 2-week goldfish memory
turned.
You're right. John is slowly dying.
Yeah, I think the Dominoes is so good that it is killing me. Yeah, I did Star Wars as my specialist subject last semester, I think.
Was it last semester?
I wasn't like 2 weeks ago.
I swear it was last show.
Maybe.
I think it was because I looked on Wikipedia.
No, it was because we did Terry Wogan and
we did
and Alan Rickman as our specialist subject. So it was last semester. Yeah. I'm definitely sure I did it.
Okay,
but there we go.
So we decided to move on. You decided to move on to Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
So here are your 3 questions. How much was the overall budget to the nearest 40 million?
To the nearest 40 million.
Of all 3 films.
Of all 3 films.
And this is a low estimate as well.
So the nearest 40 million, is that what you said? Nearest 40 million for the... Is this dollars, I assume? US dollars?
No, this is pounds.
Pounds, okay. For all 3 of the Lord of the Rings films.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say... 400 million?
You are incorrect.
Incorrect. Go on then.
It is 281 million.
That was a bit much.
But
yep.
The gap between the high estimate and the low estimate was 60 million pounds. So
jeez.
I don't know how they don't really know. You'd assume they'd be pretty knowledgeable about how much.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money to not know.
Yeah, it's just 60
I can
million
understand if it was a few million.
Yeah.
But 60 million is okay.
Yeah.
On a similar ilk question, so instead of how much they spent,
how much did they make?
How much did they make in the combined 3
So the combined 3, how much did they make in the box office? It's in pounds again.
Yeah.
I'm going to say... Do I have
to the nearest...
To the nearest, yeah.
Let's say... To the nearest 500 million.
To the nearest... Fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
For the whole 3. So the nearest 500 million. I was going to guess lower than that.
What, total?
Total, yeah. I underestimated how much people love Lord of the Rings. To the nearest 500 million, how much did all 3 make?
So the kind of clue with such a massive birth, it does definitely break the billion mark.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it I'm going to say 1.5 billion pounds?
No, it is more than that.
Really?
It's 2.9 billion pounds.
2.9.
So if my maths is correct,
I'm just out.
Which is probably not my math. If they spent 280 odd million and they made 2.9 billion,
yeah,
that's a pretty good turnover. That's every £1 million you spend, you get 100 million back.
That's pretty. Yeah, I don't know. I don't study maths. I think it's that. Basically, they made
10 million.
Basically, they made a shitload of money. Yeah. Is what we're saying.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah. So still no points. But
no
I feel like this one's probably the easiest one, and if you work it out, if you take a bit of time to just think about it, I think you should get it.
Hopefully.
Which actor?
Yep.
Is the only one to be nominated for an Academy Award for their role in, I think it was the Fellowship of the Ring. So it's the only time in any of the films that a actor was nominated for an Academy Award.
Okay.
Every other award was for like sound editing.
I'm just going through like the people who are in.
I think eventually
Lord
when
of
you
the
get
Rings.
to him, you'll be like, okay, it's probably him.
So it's a him to start with.
Yeah.
Ian McKellen.
It is.
Yeah.
So there you go, 1 point.
Nice point. I got a point.
So now the pressure is on me.
I'm so proud.
Right. Now my specialist subject is Oscar.
It is. Yes.
Winning pictures.
So the Oscars are coming up soon. I think it's the 29th, 28th or 29th.
Late February. So
Late
about
February.
2 weeks.
So first question, bit of a hard one. Don't think you're gonna get it.
Okay.
What was the first film ever to win the Best Picture award? I'm going to change the question just to make it a little bit easier. To the nearest 5 years, when was the first Best Picture award
I'm
won?
going to say 1925.
You are correct.
Cool.
It's 1927, and the film was Wings.
I wasn't gonna
Never heard of it.
I was going to say The Jazz Singer.
I think it was a bit. That question was a bit too hard. So yeah, 1927 was the first Best Picture award.
I can't lose. So good
So
start.
yep, got a point. So which year? So how many Oscars have there been? Basically, which number of Oscars is this one?
Well, if it started in 1927,
Yep, that.
I'll go on
gives-
my
that
maths
gives
now.
You gives you a clue.
Oh.
Come on, Lawrence.
So
90. This is the 20. This is the
Are we
2015 awards.
including? No, it's 2016. So we're
But it's
including this one.
but it's for the films that came out in 2015. So it's
73 plus 15.
yeah.
It's 88.
It's 88. Correct.
88.
Nice.
God.
So this. Jesus.
Yeah, okay.
You can tell we're humanities students. So yeah, this year. So Lawrence has won. This year is the 88th Oscars ceremony.
Yeah.
Great.
You should have probably done.
Fantastic.
You should have. You should have rearranged the question so I couldn't have worked it out.
I should have done. Yeah, that was a bit of an oversight. And finally, what year did the film The Titanic win the Academy Award?
I'm gonna say 1998.
So close. 1997.
Ah.
Yeah. So Lawrence wins with 2-1. So it's 2-0 on University Challenge.
I started last semester, but you are
Yeah.
you are able to come back.
I'm
You did it last time.
still the most universally challenged. What
Yeah,
a surprise!
so far.
I'm not sure that. Not really sure. No, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck. Not sure that comes as a surprise to anybody. I'm still the most universally challenged. So we are going to move on. Should we do Urban Dictionary or should we play some more music?
I think we should do Urban Dictionary and then just saturate the rest of the show.
Yeah, let's do it. So University Challenge, we take 3 phrases off of the website Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
And we basically read them out, and then the other person has to try and guess what they mean.
Yeah.
They are a bit crude, so if you have delicate ears, I would recommend maybe turning it down a little bit.
Family members have made us a comment over Christmas about it, and I was just
really?
well, it is a student show.
Yeah.
We're not going to cater it to you and talk about Wagner, so we're going to talk about poo and wanking because that's what we do.
Yeah, my cousin sent me a photo actually of your face on my nan's screen, of like her TV in her house.
I thought that was Jane.
It's a smart TV.
Oh,
yeah,
Jane.
Jane. Yeah, and he sent me a picture of your face on her TV screen 'cause she's got a smart TV now.
Yeah.
So she was watching one of our old episodes on her screen.
Is this
TV?
Is this Mrs. Peel or is it a different surname?
Mrs. Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apologies.
So my mum's mum.
Okay. Apologies
Yes.
for our foul mouth behaviour.
So speaking
to say
of
generations have adapted to a more crude humour than probably back in.
So speaking of crude language, we're gonna delve right into the depths of Urban Dictionary. I'm gonna go first.
You go
this time. My first phrase is Yelp special.
Yelp special.
Yelp special.
Yelp special.
So I'll give you a clue. It's something to do with the reviewing website Yelp.
Special.
obviously.
I was guessing that, but I'm trying to think of Yelp special. I've never actually been on Yelp myself, so I'm not really sure
No, me
what
either.
it kind of caters to.
Mm.
I'm guessing it will have something to do with ordering some sexual favour.
No.
Okay.
So Yelp is basically a review website.
Yeah.
And a lot of people use it to review food and restaurants and stuff.
Okay.
So the Yelp special is what restaurants owners give to the special quote unquote special snowflake Yelp reviewers. Usually consists of a special surprise, including but not limited to boogers and cum. So basically,
Okay.
chef surprise kind of thing, just to fuck with the critics.
Okay.
Not really the best
Yeah.
idea if they're
They're trying to
promote your website, your restaurant or whatever. But yeah, that's the Yelp special.
Okay. Mine. I definitely feel like this is kind of true in my place.
Okay.
Statabated.
Statabated. Well, I'm guessing it's something to do with masturbation.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. It's not about masturbation.
Right.
It's about why you would masturbate in terms of
Statabated.
being sexually
Frustrated.
not frustrated, aroused.
I don't actually know. Statabated.
Think of the first part of the word.
Stat. I don't know.
You're not going to
Are you
take a guess?
are you a mathematician and you're excited about stats and you masturbate about them?
You're close in how you worded it, but it's not the same kind of area. Basically, the definition is to become sexually aroused by one's score in a video game or sport.
Right.
So
okay.
if you feel like you're really good at FIFA and you look at your win ratio and you find that you're really good at it in comparison to the general population, you might get sexually aroused by your own prowess.
Wow, that's a whole new level of
an insight into
Lawrence Lear FIFA masturbator.
I don't get sexually aroused. I do enjoy looking at that. So let's just put it there.
Fair enough.
Next one.
So my second phrase is Amazon and anal.
I guess that's just
I saw this and was just like, I have to say that on the radio.
Like I'm guessing it's like a play on Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
And so you order an Amazon package and then you have anal sex.
Kind of. It's like, so you have Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Prime TV. So it's Prime TV. So it's like Netflix and chill, but with butt stuff.
Okay. I was looking at just like I forgot about the Amazon streaming site. So I was just
I think most people have.
I was just like thinking about why you would automatically go, I've ordered a new game on Amazon now, let's have some anal fun. Okay.
Whatever floats your boat.
Okay, fair enough. My next one, and I feel this really, really absolutely applies to one of our friends, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
I think I have an idea.
It's Hancestors.
Hancestors.
Yeah.
Well, again, I'm guessing it's something to do with masturbation.
It is.
Well, fucking shock.
Very specifically.
Ancestors. Well, it's a play off the word ancestors.
Yes, it is.
So that's concerning.
Well, just think, if you're masturbating.
Yeah.
And we think about ancestors. If you not your ancestors.
I was gonna say.
Like, if you're not having sex and you're rather enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
You're not really going to produce ancestors rather.
Okay, so somebody who masturbates so much that I don't know.
Basically,
I don't know.
Ancestors are basically the sperm.
Oh God.
That never would become your own ancestors.
Right.
They are just going into
a
horrible grave of the toilet or whatever.
That's fucking grim.
Okay.
Well,
yours last.
Jesus, you really lowered the tone of this show, didn't you?
I tend to do that.
So my final definition or phrase is Mormon first base.
Mormon first base. I'm guessing because Mormons are quite frigid and they don't really believe in anything before marriage. And
pretty
then
much.
It's kind of a weird one, Mormons. Sorry to all Mormons that are listening to this. I can't imagine we get a big following.
Don't mean any offence.
But I do find. Well, I guess it makes sense to how they're very closed off before marriage, but as soon as they're married, have as many wives as you want and do as many things as you want.
All bets are off.
Yeah, it's just kind of like as soon as you're married, it's anything the man wants, he gets kind of deal. Anyway, so Mormon first base, I'm guessing, is holding hands.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Engaging in hand-to-hand contact. In other words, holding hands.
Yeah, fair enough.
There we go. So that was Urban Dictionary. We have
no, one more.
Oh no, you got one more.
This one isn't crude.
Okay.
I probably should have started with the least crude one got,
and then just progressively.
I decided to do it the other way around.
The train wreck that is Urban Dictionary. Go on.
So onion check.
Onion check. Right.
Just think more in terms of onion in terms of social media and.
Okay, so the website, The Onion.
Yeah.
Just checking The Onion as a form of procrastination, maybe.
No. What does The Onion do?
Makes satirical articles about current events.
Yeah. So, if you read an article online and you're like, is that real?
Right. Oh, okay.
That's
so you check The
check.
Onion to see if it's real.
Yeah. It's basically just it was called Onion Check because that's a famous example of like News Thump is another one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you see an article that looks like it's satirical or ironic or whatever, you check to make sure it's legitimate before you comment on it to avoid looking like a buffoon.
Yeah.
So I've had a few people on Facebook who have assumed something on The Onion or News Thump more specifically
is real.
Was real, and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe this is happening," and then getting a tirade of people commenting, "Go, how stupid are you? It's obviously not real.
It's a joke.
Kim Jong-un did not visit Great Britain and went to the beach." Kind of shit. Yeah, so that was Urban Dictionary.
That was Urban Dictionary. We've
got 20 minutes left on a Yik Yak game, by the way.
We do, yes. So this is coming to an exciting conclusion.
It is. So
riveting.
Shall we break it up?
Yep, let's do it.
Some tunage.
Yeah, should we play some cheesy music?
I think we should.
Should we delve into some cheese?
From what I recall, because I am struggling to enter this streaming.
Yeah, on here we've got Robbie Williams, Feel. We have She Bangs by Ricky Martin.
Another tune.
And Angel with Shaggy and, is that Rayvon?
Yeah.
Rayvon?
You'll recognise that song.
Okay, so we're going to plunge this into some cheesy music. We're going to start off with Robbie Williams. You are listening to Indie in the Evenings. We have half an hour remaining on the Yik Yak game. Well, roughly something like that. So this is Feel by Robbie Williams as we delve into some cheese. Keep it cube. And welcome back. We are back from our little delve into cheesy there. We had Feel by Robbie Williams, She Bangs by Ricky Martin, Angel by Shaggy, and we also had, not necessarily cheesy, we had Daffodils by Mark Ronson featuring Kevin Parker from Tame Impala.
We've had a lot.
Big up. Yeah. Lots of Tame Impala today.
It's going to be a theme for the rest of the year, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, good.
Definitely.
Lawrence. It's basically time to look at the Yik Yak, the yak that we've both done.
Yep. So if you missed it, we both did some yaks at the start of the show, and obviously the game is to try and find out who got the most
upvotes.
Who got the most upvotes? But I think Lawrence might have won.
My phone gives me like updates every time like a certain number of people have voted, and when we were outside, I'd only prior to this like an hour ago had 5 like a notification saying 5 people have voted, and I hadn't had anything since, so I wasn't holding out much hope.
Which is enough to vote it off.
Yeah.
But
I got one right when we came in whilst the last song was playing, and it says that 50 people have voted on it, which means unless Yik have added a feature where it can be downvoted as much as it can, I am fairly confident at the moment.
So then, Lawrence, do you want to read out your score?
Yes.
What did you get?
Just fetching my yak now.
Just fetching it.
I got. It had a few downvotes previously. It's on 37.
37.
And just
pretty
verification that I haven't upvoted it myself.
Okay, that's good.
How many have you got?
So unfortunately, I didn't get anywhere near that. I got 14.
That's not bad.
So a respectable amount.
Yeah.
So what was your yak then, Lawrence?
My yak, and it's had quite a few comments, some not very good and some like approving. Mine was, for those who don't go to Keele University, we have this like slogan that they try to advertise Keele, but called Keele because, and they'll be like, because we have the largest campus in Europe, or Keele because 97% of our students get jobs afterwards.
Keele because squirrels,
good luck,
etc.
And I decided to do a bit more of an ironic one, so it was Keele because my firm choice didn't want me. Which is pretty true.
Very self-deprecating
Yes.
yak there.
And
So
what was yours?
mine was, so today, for most students, you may have noticed that exam results came out today. I haven't actually looked at mine yet, and mine was waiting on opening my exam results till I'm in bed and surrounded by all the alcohol that's physically possible.
I would have uploaded that if I saw it.
So Lawrence wins that with 37 to 14. Very well done.
I've just read all the comments and most of them aren't very good. Like the most popular comment is 24 upvotes.
Yep.
And it was just like Keele was my first choice, and then someone wrote, "Why are you still here then if you don't want to be?" I still want to be here. I still enjoy it, but it was a joke.
Yeah, like
Cool your tits.
calm down, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that marks the end of that. So we'll definitely be bringing that
Yeah.
back now that Lawrence has won.
Yeah. No, but the thing
Great.
is, 14. To be honest, I was worried. Like as I was saying to you outside, like if both of ours had to happen to be so shit,
They got
like,
voted off.
voted off, or just got like 1 or 2 upvotes, I've been like, okay, maybe we won't do it again because we obviously aren't as witty and funny and
As we think
as
we are.
interesting as we thought we might be, and turns out we're mediocre.
Mediocre, yeah.
Mediocre is probably the right term to use there.
But no, we'll definitely be bringing that back. So that'll be a regular feature on our show now. So we have 12 minutes left. So we are going to basically just blitz some music until the end of the show.
Yeah.
So I've been John.
I've been Lawrence.
Thank you very much for listening to Indie in the Evenings. You can check out the video version of this on YouTube. You go into YouTube, type in KUBE Radio Keele. You can find all of our latest previous episodes on there. This will be uploaded in 2 to 3 days, depending on how busy I am. But yeah, so check us out on there, and we will be back next Tuesday from 9 till 11. So we are going to close the show with a song by Amber Run, Chamber, and we are also going to play, it's a new song by the Australian artist Courtney Barnett, 3 Packs a Day. It's all about ramen.
Right.
It's actually really good though. And then we'll stick another one on there by Death Cab for Cutie. Good Help is so hard to find. So we're going to kick that off with Chamber by Amber Run. We have been Indie in the Evenings. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much.
We will be back next
week.
Tuesday from 9 till 11.
Thank you for listening.
Hope you enjoyed. See you next week.
My hair out. Thoughts? No comment.